Okay, no applause yet. Nothing's happened. Nothing's happened yet. Wait. On number 3. A lot of people got confused because they didn't see it in standard form.
Yeah, Mr. Kent.
The vertex is 0, 0 because this is just the same thing as x plus 0 squared. And this, on the other side, if you really have to see it like this, is 8 times y plus 0. Now, you don't have to write it like that. I'm just showing it to you because that's where the zeros come from. But vertex, again, 0, 0. What is the p-value on number 3? 2, because, again, this 8 becomes 4 times 2, so that's positive 2. I'm not going to show the graph. You're on your own for that. For this side, your vertex should have been positive 3 and 0. What's the p-value on this one? Negative 3. This, again, negative 12 gets split up 4 times negative 3. For this example, number 2, it says use completing the square process to rewrite the equations in graphing form, or in other words, focus form. Then graph each one on the coordinate grid provided. I'm not going to graph it, but I will go over how to change this to the graphing form. And remember, graphing form is x minus what? Look at the front of the page. H squared equals 4p times y minus k squared. So we're taking this equation, trying to do this, which we did with circles before, but obviously not yet with parabolas. One thing we're going to start with is we're going to just take, oh wait, this isn't squared. Okay. We're just going to keep the x's together. The x's are the only ones squared, so those are the only ones we have to complete the square on. So we're going to keep the x squared minus 2x. But based on completing the square, what am I going to write after that 2x? Plus what? Blank. Equals. Now instead of 0 on the other side, I'm going to take everything else and move everything over to the right. It's going to change signs. So we're taking that minus 8y plus 8y. We're going to add 8y to both sides. Then we're going to take that positive 17 minus 17 to both sides. Martin, do the notes fit on your pencil?
Sorry.
Which means on this side you're going to have 8y minus 17. But what do I have to write after that minus 17? Plus blank. So now it's writing the parentheses and eventually parentheses squared. X, X, X. What's going after the X in all of these? What is it? Plus or minus 1? Minus. We're keeping that same sign from that. Minus 1, minus 1, minus 1. Squaring it to get positive 1 there in the blank, positive 1 there. So we've got x minus 1 squared, 8y. What's going to go after 8y now? Minus 16. Combining these to get minus 16. Now once you get here, if you've done things correctly, you should be able to take whatever number's in front of y and factor it out. So the x minus 1 squared, that's fine as it is. That doesn't have to change anymore. But now we should be able to do this, where we're factoring out the 8 from both of those. So after the y, this becomes minus what? 2. 8 times 2 gives you the 16. Now is it in standard form?
Yes.
Yes. So now we can match it up, try to get the p-value, get the vertex. What is the vertex for this, by the way? 1 and 2. This gets split up 4 times what? 2, which means your p-value is 2. So p, and they didn't give a line here, but we can put p equals 2. Does it point up or down? Up. Positive 2 means it goes up. And again, you can do the graph on your own. There it is, completing the square. You're doing the same thing on part B. The only difference on part B is that they've already got one of the things over that you had to move. They've already got the minus 73 there. Questions on part A? You didn't have to give that completely unsolicited applause that I did not ask for. Thank you very much. That's too much.